We are also joined by presidential historian Douglas Brinkley. So good to have you. And he is the author of The Unfinished Presidency, Jimmy Carter's Legacy Beyond the White House. You also spent so much time with the Carter family. Remark on how the family's doing today.
Well, you know, Jason Carter, the grandson, has sort of taken over the reins of trying to kind of choreograph everything. He's done a great job these past years since President Carter went into hospice, kind of alerting the press, alerting well-wishers about the now deceased president, his grandfather's health. But all three of his boys, Chip Carter gave a very moving eulogy for his father. I thought he would kind of break down crying, and he almost did there at the end. So there, and then of course, you know, the Carter family is really Georgia. There are all sorts of cousins and grandkids, and so you know, there are two Jimmy Carters in Georgia: the Atlanta Jimmy Carter and the Plains Carter. In fact, getting an interview used to be better at Plains because he'd be relaxed and in the living room, and he's in the hospitality. Or in Atlanta, at the Carter Center, you would get more of a you know, the proficient engineer kind of, don't waste my time. One thing I'd like to reflect on what Bob said, for all of Carter really didn't like to waste time. Talk about an engineering president, only Herbert Hoover. If you were a second late, you didn't get your interview. You didn't get to talk to him. And yet, and we used to say in the book business, he lived off of 30-some books. He was the fastest autographer. He would turn nobody down line, but be like this. And at Maranatha Baptist Church, you're welcome. Visitors could come, and you go sit there and listen to the president, and afterward you do a quick selfie with them. But so he was resourceful in a kind of the gospel of efficiency. He learned being on a nuclear submarine where there's nothing to waste and every second matters.
We're going to talk so much about his presidency and his incredible post-presidency as well throughout this afternoon as we witness this procession. I just want to point out what we are seeing right now. The family has disembarked from the aircraft. They have moved into position here to observe this arrival ceremony. This is the military body bearer team, and they will remove the casket from what is this aircraft loader here. And then we will see the ceremonial troops present arms and render honors. There will be 4 ruffles and flourishes, hail to the chief, and a 21-gun salute. In preparing today for the research, we're going to hear hail to the chief many times today, but apparently while President Jimmy Carter did not like to hear.
He tried to stop it.
Yeah.
In fact, he thought it was too much. And he stopped it for a while. I think they later started doing it again, but that was one of the things. But to go back again, he was such an unpretentious man. I think the two most unpretentious men were Gerald Ford, who came before him, and President Carter. He just didn't like all the pomp and circumstance about it. It wasn't him, and he was kind of uncomfortable with it.